These days, it feels almost impossible not to compare ourselves. One quick scroll on social media, and you see someone traveling around the world, partying in Ibiza, another buying a flamboyant car or house, and someone else hitting a major milestone in business or career. And before you know it, you start wondering, will I ever be able to measure up to this? The truth is, we can't go off socials because of this. Social media has come to stay. It has become a part of who we are, part of how we connect, part of how we learn, and even how we work. So the real question is, how do we now stop comparing ourselves to others while living in this online world? This habit of comparison can lead to envy, which can even cause more harm to us and to others. For me, there was a time, like a year or 2 years ago, that I would scroll on social media and afterwards feel so sad, feel so drained. I would even cry after dropping my phone. Even though I knew that some of the things I saw were not the complete picture. You know life now, you know humans. We often tend to post our very best and not our worst. But I was still comparing my life to those online. In fact, using their own life as a standard for my own life. And I know that I'm not alone, no. There are others like me who has had this same challenge or who are currently facing this challenge, even though not online, because some people compare offline. Their comparison is with friends, is with workmates or relatives. But the thing is, comparison is not limited to just online. Neither is it limited to just friends. That is why in this video, I'll be talking about my own secrets, what has helped me to stop comparing myself. And whether you compare yourself online or offline, these 4 simple but powerful tips will help you. The first secret is protecting my space. One thing that has really helped me was changing what I view online, what I allow on my feed. You know how the algorithm works. The content you interact with more are the content you see more. So what I did was I had to block and mute some of the accounts that were draining my energy. And I also had to stop viewing similar content. The online space should add something good to your life or your day. It should either inspire you or teach you something new or make you laugh or just relieve you of the day's stress. The second secret is reframing how I see comparison. Comparison became a mirror for self-examination and not shame. So when I found myself comparing, I would ask myself, what if this person's success is teaching me something about myself instead of making me feel behind? And I began to see that the things I admired in people, whether it was their confidence or their work or just their appearance, did not take away from my own journey. Instead, it was showing me the path I needed to grow. It was serving as a reminder also to start working on it. And thirdly, I started learning to focus on my own growth. Instead of wasting time comparing myself to others, I started comparing myself to yesterday, to last month, and even last year. And I saw that there was progress, there was growth. No matter how little or how it looked compared to someone else's growth, but there was growth. I also began to find true in my life the words recorded at Galatians 6 verse 4 that says, "Let each one examine his own actions, and he will have cause for rejoicing in regards to himself alone and not in comparison with the other person." Lastly, I started practicing gratitude. Yes, whenever I caught myself comparing, I would shift the dynamic by focusing on the things that I'm actually grateful for. This helped me not to dwell on the things I don't have, but on the things I actually have. And sometimes that was just life itself. that I have life, that I'm alive, that I'm healthy, and that I have a few loved ones who truly care about me is enough to be grateful for. There will always be someone ahead and someone behind. That's part of life. But you see, comparison can change. When you start protecting your space, reframing how you see comparison, focusing on your own growth, and lastly, practicing gratitude, you see that you will reclaim your peace and you will live a much more fulfilling life. I would like to know if you have ever caught yourself comparing online or offline, or with friends or strangers. Let me know in the comments. No judgment here at all. Remember, this journey is about your own progress and not that of someone else. So take a step today towards the life that you truly want for yourself. Is it that you want to start a YouTube channel, or you want to have a shop, or I don't know, whatever it is, or you want to start a new workout routine, or just start working out, or anything you want to do, start it today. Take a step today, and you see that when you do, you'll be happy with your life, and you will stop comparing your life to others. Thank you once again for watching this video. See you in the next video.